Peter, look at who it is, Peter. Useless Brit. Good morning. Hello, Tesh. Bless up, bruv. In it. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Tesh. Azul. Good morning. Good morning, Jay. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, everybody. Do, 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 do. I the beating you will receive will be tantalizing. I like how they've used that at the end of every video, Pizza. It's pretty funny. KB, good morning. Eric, good morning. Patricia, good morning. Ola, good morning. Colin, good morning. John, good morning. Good morning, Chambers. Oleg, good morning. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. So going into the open, obviously we've been talking about OCTO, right? That thing looks okay, right? It looks good. Your next resistance is right below $4.30. I would just look at that and call it, closing candles above 420. So it needs to close candles above 420 and then push to that supply zone. Alrighty, and then the other one that's done really well this morning now is MLGO, right? Beautiful cross above the 9, and even though it's a penny stock, and it doesn't seem like it's gone up a lot because it's only up 30%. I think we've come to expect a lot more than that. It's done fairly well, right? It's holding that 9 EMA really, really nicely. So good cross above, good breakout, good retest, boom skis. And obviously, with names like this, you want to pay really close attention to that psychological 30-cent resistance level. So, yeah, there's a supply zone already sitting there, right? Because at this point, I think everybody just expects that anytime a stock gets close to that level, you know, there's a bit of a problem. Alrighty, and then there's a whole bunch of other names that we're going to be looking at. It seemed like a bit of a slow morning initially, so hopefully it doesn't stay that way. This entire week has been somewhat slow. I think people are just more so focused on the large names hitting all-time highs, blah blah blah. Also, last week was kind of chaos, right? I think every day last week we had a name that went up 200%, 300%. So usually when that happens, there's a slower week coming. Usually, right? So top three names going into the open: OCTO, ATCH, and then MLGO, right? So there goes MLGO at 29 cents now. That thing's done really well. Really, 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 really well. You got in, Lewis. Good morning, Lizzie. Good morning, Ace. Good morning, Hug. Samuel. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Ryan. Ayo, ayo. Good morning, Doche. Good job this morning. Carry on. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday, hump day. Happy hump day. Funny. You Americans, especially pizza. Anyways, Raven, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me pull up the pre-market gainer list. Yeah, I don't think we're really missing anything on that list. Don't think so. Um, yeah. So OTCH is the top gainer here with 108%. Right. Last week when we looked at this list every day, it was like 300%, 200%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Right. So you can definitely tell that it's a bit of a slower week. BREA had some good news this morning, but for some reason though the stock doesn't seem to be getting that momentum, right? And this is why we always say like, hey, it's one thing like when a stock has news in the morning, cool. Like if you can catch the news really early on, sure, play with it. But when you're jumping into a stock that's pumping that initial push at the open, like after the news, you want to be very careful. You want to be very, very, very careful. Unless you're like a scientist from the planet Moon or something like that. You want to be very careful when these names drop news, right? Because the news doesn't make a whole it doesn't make a massive difference. All that it's bringing is that momentum. People don't really care, right? So be very, very careful. Again, if you can catch the news early on a stock, that's amazing. If you miss it though, be very careful with just randomly jumping in, right? And also, we've said this multiple times, like it's very rare that a stock just goes to the abyss without giving you warning signs. And in this case, there's a supply zone right there, right? And you kind of have multiple candles stalling and then breaking below the 9 and straight to the abyss. So maybe this thing will cook once the market opens, but we'll see. Alrighty, OCTO is doing an okay job holding that demand zone now that it's broken above. So let's see if we can stay above $4 at least, and then get back above 420. Alrighty, ATCH is still just playing below that supply zone, so it looks like there's a lot of resistance at 45 cents. So we shall see. Alrighty, and then MLGO very close to that 30 cents we talked about when we came on, right? So again, some levels are just expected. You can just guess that if a stock is going to run like this, 30 cents is going to be your next major obstacle, especially when there's a supply zone waiting for you there. Be very careful. But the damn thing does look good though. And as long as it stays above the 9 EMA, Christmas. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Balloons. Good morning, Queen. Hello, hello, hello. Better humped than humped. Well, I was about to say something about the parties, but anyways, carry on. Good morning. Let's carry on, huh? WZ. Good morning. Um, the is pizza nice? Oof. It bought says suck it. There goes 29.50 there. 29.60 IE for MLGO. So that thing clearly isn't done yet. Chase, good morning. War, good morning. Good morning. Okay, perfect. I need to make sure my Discord is. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. I'm tired of you asking questions, Peter. Tired. Anyways, a question for you guys as we go into the open, though. The usual question: what's your favorite stock going into the open? What's your favorite name? Uh, Connection, but I'm not sure if you answered. I have no idea, Joshua. See, if you were a member in Discord, Joshua, this wouldn't be a problem because you know, unbelievable. Finally came back yesterday. I almost lost my mind. I bet Chase. You want to be very careful though, right? So when you're taking massive positions like that on a stock that's trending down, you're potentially asking for violence. So just make sure again you're in a position where you're extremely blessed to be able to do that. Right? Just make sure you're doing that with the right names, not just any garbage that shows up, right? And if it's one of these crazy momentum names, then just find a strategy and use that. Chase, become a gold member. Alrighty? Let's talk strategy. Uh Troy, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Kevin, good morning. You're in at 50 cents. I'll take a look. Is it moving? No, not yet. It's just sitting there. Ocampo. Just sitting there. Jeff, good morning. You have no excuse. Let's go, Jeff. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jason, good morning. Okay. Let me take a look at what was I gonna look at? AIMD. Cool. Okay. AIMD. Okay. AIMD. Scott, good morning. I'm not gonna say good morning to John because John, no violence like that, please. You can take your politics and go somewhere else, please and thank you. Please and thank you. You're in at 50 cents. I mean, it doesn't look bad, and your entry isn't horrible either. What's your stop loss at, Kevin? Do you have one? So since that thing had that, yeah, since they had news this morning and it went from 48 cents all the way to 83 cents, the lowest this thing has been is that 50 cents which you bought at. So having a stop loss right below that or slightly above would be a good thing for you. Let's go, Dazed. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, good morning. Hey, yo. Alrighty. Perfect. Okay, let's go back to MLGO here. Failing still at 30 cents. Yeah. Right. So again, this isn't a massive surprise. There's a whole bunch of supply there. So keep that in mind. Maybe we break out at the open. Maybe. maybe. So OCTO still just holding $4 for now, and same top three names. Nothing has really changed, right? A, good morning. Um, so ATCH was your favorite name into the open. You can usually tell. Mullen, Spy. Yeah, you can usually tell that it's a slower morning. When I and that's usually part of the reason why like I ask you guys what your favorite name is into the open. Um, you can usually tell that it's a bit of a slow morning. You know. No, there wasn't any news for MLGO. Chase, just vibes. Um, yeah, yeah. Maybe those earnings from last night too, Trey. Yeah. Mm. Just the vibes, you know. Trey, I realized that I responded to your message in my head, which is something that I do quite often. You know, like someone will send me a DM and then I'll read the DM and respond in my head. So let me know if you found a fix to your problem already. Let me know. Let me know. uh, it's a problem, isn't it? Yeah, JR. Yeah, good earnings. Good earnings, I guess. But yeah, yeah. Zeros pumping to where to zero, zero. Let me pull that up actually. I do kind of think that's interesting. Ooh, look at that. That's TNON, by the way. TNON. Sheesh, that's a beautiful demand zone, isn't it? Again, not a massive push in terms of like percentage gains. Uh, Peter, 9 meetings. Sheesh, how long does each meeting take? Exactly, Dan. Exactly. How long does it take? My goodness. Sheesh. Separate your meetings to the ones that are important to your to them paying you, and then then there's the useless ones because there's always useless meetings. Some people with some girl named Shanista just wants to talk. Have you seen that reel? Anyways, okay, let me take a look. Zero. Zero does look interesting here. Does look interesting. And then FRGT is the other one too that I want to take a look at with that last pop there, but it also has a double top. You can see that there's a whole bunch of names all over the place that have potential. The question is which one do we So 250 resistance for FRGT here if it wants to go boom skis. Those guys did a split today. Oh, okay. What's the current float on this thing? Well, it was 13.88 million. Oh, okay. Okay. The reason why like we want to pay attention to these names is because it kind of seems like every day this week so far, these names that are splitting are doing really well. Uh, so that might be something to keep a close eye on. Again, I'm not quite sure what the we could easily look at what the float should be, but okay. There it goes. There it goes. Of course. There it goes. Right. When these names are moving, we want to pay really close attention to them because when these companies split and the float is super low, they tend to move like really quickly. So that thing said, thanks for coming, guys. Goodbye. I give you breakout. I give you boom skis. Holy heck, Grim. Yeah. Microflow. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you for looking. Chefman, good morning. Shamia, good morning. Yeah, there goes highs of $2.80 for now, Bunny. So really good push. Thank you, thank you. Who? What am I taking off? My wife company has meetings about planning meetings. Crazy. If I cancel my day, is oh unbelievable. And yeah, zero is on the left hand side there, and then FRGT is on the well, okay, on the left, and then FRGT on the right. When 580, Joe. When 580. Good morning, AO. There goes 27280 almost again here on this thing. So come on, come on, come on. Do. And that's how quickly it changes, you know. Like we might be going into the open with an expectation, right? Like we have these names we want to pay attention to, and then all of a sudden, like other names want to pump, right? That's just how the market works. That's why you can never really just, be fixated on one name, right? Because it changes very quickly, very, very quickly. Uh, there it goes. Almost 290 on that pop there. Why is Cosmos moving? Uh, yeah, it's a scam candle. Cosmos is known for doing stuff like that. That's why I don't really pull up that thing anymore, you know. So it looks like MLGO really failed that resistance, and we have 3 minutes to go. So let's see what happens. Surely an offering soon, probably. That's what these companies do, right? They split and then they offering. So we'll see. Um, yeah, what we should be doing though is looking up how much cash they actually have. I'll do that really quickly. FRGT. So $1.6 million. Okay. Hmm. Ayo, Grim. Good monies for you. Good monies for you in FRGT. Well done. Well done, skis. Nice little pop there. Potentially. I mean, it is a good thing that it's holding $4. So let's see if we can continue to stay above that. Get that pop, that magic pop above 420. You know, magic pop. He is a criminal, Raven. Criminal. Straight to jail right away. So yeah, 420 is our next little resistance there. If we can break and close above, that would be good. So we most likely will not do that until after the market opens. Uh, funny. Yeah, TNON still looks okay, even though it's sitting right below resistance there. And then yeah, some of these other ones, they're just on the watch list for now. And ATCH still doesn't look horrible, but it does have a lot of resistance still at 45 cents. So again, like I said earlier, there are quite a few names that we are paying attention to into the open, right? It's always a difficult, guess, trying to pick the one you think will actually cook at the open. So especially on days like this, we have a whole bunch of names on the verge of like breaking out, right? Like ATCH could do really well, right? OCTO could do really well, right? MLGO could easily just come back to that 30 cents level, right? And then there's a whole bunch more. So, if you're not sure what to do as usual, just sit on your hands for a few minutes, right? Let the market relax. I showed you guys a few days ago, like the name that did really well at the end of the day. It took about 10 minutes for that thing to sell off at the open and then eventually come back and go boom, right? So you don't always have to immediately make a decision because the market's opened. You can just sit back and wait and see what things look like, right? Because again, the names we are paying attention to going into the open might not necessarily be the names that are cooking after the market opens. We hope they are though, because it makes it a lot easier, you know? Anyways, so here goes the open. Number one name on the list is OCTO, right? And here we go. Here we go. Are they gonna hold that thing, guys? This is again very usual candle, right? Market opens, crazy volatility. Um, Question is, can we actually stay above 420? If we can start closing candles above 420, then that would be good because then we can push above 430 and go boom skis and halt up. Halt up. There we go. Again, just be mindful that this first candle is usually chaos, right? FRGT selling off a little bit there, and then zero is hitting new highs of the day. MLGO is bouncing. TNON is looking really good. Grim, are you still in this one, or you took some gains off the table? Not much happening there. Not much happening here with ATCH, and then OCTO is still back below $4.20 again, right? So did that candle actually close above or below? Looks like it closed right on the line. So let's see what happens there already. Alrighty. And here we go again. We're back right back below. So again, typical market open candle. Still perfect. There we go. $4.33. 4.33. Spy new all-time highs. Not spy. Sheesh. Good thing you sold this rubbish, by the way, Grim, because that thing went all the way back down. FRGT just went from $2.90 all the way back to 230. Zero is hitting 1650 though, so congratulations if you're in that one already. Zero on the left hand side there. My Zoom was on. Carry on. You can never tell. You can never. You can never doubt when Peter's in the chat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, Zero is still pushing their 17 cents. Oof, that thing is cooking. Cooking. I want to pull up the S&P though. SPY. 26 cents. Yeah, not bad. Um, still has about $1 to go before we get to all-time highs. Not too far away though. And then ATCH with a nice little pop up the demand zone. Perfect. Yep. For some reason my phone is okay. And then obviously that 45 cents is still resistance for that thing there. Zero is cooking. Oof. Let's get rid of the S&P here. That thing is not important, right? Nope. Zero is like, let me take over, guys. Let me take over here. I'm the captain now. $0.18. Yeah. Yeah. 57288 all-time highs for the S&P. Did I give a different number, Dan? Maybe I did. TNON just got slapped back to the abyss of the supply zone. Right off the supply zone. Let's go back to OCTO again. So this is still this is still most likely our favorite name. I think the only reason why we're still kind of leaving, just not talking about it as much is because we're still right at the open here. But it's looking good though. It's looking good. I want to see where this next candle closes because I think it's going to be very important. Yeah, I think this candle is going to be very important. Let's see. Come on, give us the breakout already here. Why is it taking so long? You scalped it, Grim? Yeah. Are you done with it? Oh, if Grim is out of this stock, we're about to hit new highs of the day. uh, okay, you were still half in there. Okay, okay, never mind then. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Yeah, you just said Mike $50. Were you supposed to though? I guess he keeps the money until someone wins, and then he sends it to the winner. Yeah, yeah. Uh, S&P hits intraday record high. Why do I not? Why do I just feel like that's a glitch? Why do I feel like that's a glitch? Pizza, you better win. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, that was a bit of a glitch because it actually hasn't. Still a dollar away. Still a dollar away. It's holo time. Okay, send it, Raven, send it. If anybody can send holo, you're the only person that can send it because that stock is as useless as Mullen, and AMC combined. Hmm. Anyway, so it looks like OCTO is failing in a supply zone, right? Again, these red zones are not exactly levels that you should be buying at, anyways. They're more so for people that are in positions to manage their positions, and then go from there. So we're selling off all the way back down to where we opened at, which is interesting. So $4 ish is your next support if you're paying attention to that. What's the fastest way to what happened? What did I do? Unbelievable. Okay, Grim, now you're all out of it. Okay. Yeah, let's see if that thing can stay above that demand zone. So $4 and give us a bit of a bounce. Mhm. Uh let's see. Perfect. Anything else? Anything else moving nicely? Again, I think it's still, just the first few minutes at the open and everything is just kind of finding its footing still, including Octo, right? That's always my hesitation when we are looking at something at the open is, the sell-off is coming at some point. It either comes immediately or it comes after the first pump of the morning, right? So it looks like this is the dip skis we wanted, but again, let's see if we can stay above $4. Uh, Yeah, I think it's because when you think of like miners, there's always that connection between like FAS hold it up. There's always that connection between I'm multitasking. So FAS. It's a nice pop. It's a very nice pop. Pre-market. Because I know this thing popped yesterday too. 310. Long ways up there. Uh Okay, sounds good, Grim. That's a beautiful entry, right? Beautiful, beautiful entry. Anything close to $4 for now is a good entry. So as long as we keep closing above $4, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Come on, give us a push, you stupid octonaut. Give us a push, give us a push. So again, as long as that thing stays above $4, we're happy with it, right? And here we go. Here we go. My goodness, what does it need to go boomskis, guys? What does it need? Is it trying to curl? Okay. There we go. There goes 340. Come on, give us the boomskis, guys. Give us the boomskis. So that supply zone is still acting as a bit of an obstacle, isn't it? Here we go. We just made new highs of the day, though. Even though we're not closing above, we're looking good. And Grim is about to to exit again, isn't he? Grim, uh, end of the week. I'll take a look. You are, Lewis. Hopefully you're in closer to $4, please. Right? Again, look at the difference here. There's a green zone, there's a red zone. What does green mean? Well, you tell me. What does red mean? Well, you tell me. So again, if you're getting in closer to the demand zone, then you should be happy. Right? If you're forming in this red zone, it's a 50-50. Peter, don't you worry. Don't you worry. MSGM is going. You bought earlier? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, just again, there it goes, right? Surprise! It's a red zone. People are selling it again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're back all the way down again. Oh my goodness. Another red candle. Don't buy in the red zone, please. I knew it. This is grim, guys. This is grim. Don't you worry. If we go back up there and Grim is in this stock, we're gonna break out. That's the only thing holding us back. This stock is like Grim. You hit your daily goal. Step aside. Anyways, if we can find our way back up there again to $4.40 for the third time, you have my handshake that we will break out. Okay? Spit, handshake. Only if you shake my hand. And then so for now, let's see what happens. Alrighty? Now it's gonna go back up, Peter. Mark says I'm in at. Oh, let's go. Mark is back. Mark is back. Okay, now let's go up, please. You have my handshake. Go up, go up, go up. Come on now. Let us cook. Oh my goodness, guys, grim. Oh my goodness. It's okay. Right? Let's get back above that 440 and go boom skis. Let's get back above it. Come on now. Anyways, so we're having a hard time getting back above, huh? Mark, that was a beautiful scalp, by the way. Beautiful. Like I said, anywhere close to $4 is nice, right? Especially when you're doing like the first test of the demand zone, the second test. Once you start testing it the third and the fourth time, I don't like it anymore. So now we need to stop going back to the bottom. We need to break above the top. Is what we need to do, right? We need to break above the top. No more bottoms, please. We get back to the bottom. Mm, mm, meh, meh. There we go. Yeah, Mark? Love it. That's perfect. Well done. Well done, Ski. So we can't seem to break back above like that 440. And if we do, and then we can do the spit handshake. So 440 resistance on OCTO. Many more. I hope so. As long as we stay above the 200, right? Especially the 200, then yeah, more multiple trades. Other than that, though, the other thing that looks kind of okay still is ATCH, debt, TNON debt, FASS, meh. MLGO is retesting the 200 EMA at 24.50, so let's see if it stays above it. Right? Nothing else looks as hot as OCTO, right? So come on, give us the boomskis. KPR. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I need to look at some of those other names. So is LASE, right? LASE also looks good, even though we're not paying a whole bunch of attention to it. So LASE, this one's done really well as a swing play, really, really well. So congratulations to anybody that's holding, swinging. Anyways, there's a lot of resistance. It seems at like 1650 on this one, so it needs to break and close about 1650. LASC, and then again, obviously, when you look at OCTO, that resistance at 440 is a big, 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 big problem. Pizza, let's go. Yeah, so 440 needs to be broken and closed above, and then we can go from there. Alrighty. Let me take a look at KAPR. That thing is done surprisingly well. Another 23% run today on this donk, right? I think Mark, I think I might have sent you this one yesterday from like 8 nines. $11 now. Really good run on that thing. So um, yeah, Octo needs to move here soon because the longer we fail to break out, the more likely it is that people just look at this and say, mm, mm. Yeah, Archer, it might be, but either way, that's amazing though. That's amazing. That stock has done really, really well. So LASE, spy puts, Grim. Oh my goodness. uh, uh, Pizza. No, you have to pay $10,000 for that though before you could watch the stream. Options, options. Okay, what else do we like here? So LASE looks good. Uh, KPR we've talked about already, right? Still testing the highs there, which is amazing. And then everything just kind of looks a bit sus. So let me pull up LASE here right beside. Yeah, there goes that 1650. So 1650 is the same level that it's been struggling with. I think that might have been, it wasn't quite the high yesterday, but it struggled at 1650. So 1650, and then you're looking for that $17. $17 on LASE. Let's go. Gold made already. Overnight swing KPR 11. Gave me a birthday present done for the day. Oh my goodness. How come we have all the best birthdays in September, guys? CM, what's going on? Like, what's going on here? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, CM. Let's go. Come on, Octo. Give us some more birthday monies, please. Let's go. Let's go. 433. Um, happy birthday, CM. Good job on hitting that goal, and keep cooking, please. Good job. Good job. Saturday. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No, that's like the Canadian age, Azul. That's the Canadian age. Yes, exactly. More like than more like yeah, more like that. So here comes OCTO into the demand zone again. Let's see if we stay above this time. Like I said earlier, I kind of don't like when a stock is constantly testing the demand level because I think it's only a matter of time before it breaks above either the and there it goes. Right? There it goes. So breaking below. Again, you can obviously see that like there's a whole bunch of red up there. So the fact that we failed to close above 440 was a bit of a red flag. Right? We failed to break and close above resistance. So then boom skis right back to the lows of the day. So now what we need to make sure we stay above though is that 200 EMA. So $3.80. Grim, straight to jail. Can you please call out the support numbers of Tesla whenever you have time? I will, absolutely. And then FRGT, and then Cajun says DJT. Oh yeah, I think you tagged me in Discord, right? You have that DJT calls. DJT. Let's go, CM. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Okay, so you have $13 calls. Those calls should be green though, right? You might have bought those calls at a beautiful demand zone actually, right? So we can go all the way back to like 2023. So June 2023 and March of 2023. This level at 1240 was quite nice. So I'm hoping that you bought those calls as close to this level as possible. Those calls are also in the money. Not sure when they expire, so you might have to give me a bit more detail on that position. But I think you should be in a good spot. End of the week. Today's Wednesday. It depends how green you are. You should start thinking about getting rid of those calls today or scaling out for sure, for sure, for sure. Right? When your calls expire at the end of the week, right? You want to start making a decision on Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday. Because if you get to Friday and that thing is going against you, you're in big doo doo trouble. Big doo doo trouble. Right? So today that it's up 7%. If you bought those things like yesterday or the day before, then you might want to start considering like, okay, What am I doing here? How many do I have? And can I lock in some gains? Alrighty. So let me know. Let me know how green you are, and then we can maybe dig a little bit deeper. But yeah, you're welcome, Cajun. You are welcome. What are we doing here, Octo? Playing with the 200 still? Yeah. It looks like LASE failed at $16.50, which isn't a massive surprise. Good exit, by the way, CM on CAPR. Really good exit there. TNON. TNONs. Looks like TNON is also failing at resistance, right? So there's a beautiful supply zone there, but we also had this line waiting already right there. So most likely because this thing failed the other day at this $5 level. So it does look good though. Coming off a demand zone and a 200 EMA, beautiful. Alrighty. And then yeah, let me go ahead and take a look at FRGT. You know what's impressive is like that's a pretty nice comeback for the stock. That was a good sell off, really good sell off, right? This stock actually looks beautiful if anybody was paying attention to this still, right? So again, sell off at the open, which at this point is becoming very common and expected, right? And then curl back above the 9, boom skis on the breakout, and new highs of the day. So really good run on this one for anybody that's in it. Knows, yeah, it looks really good. So 46% on this one. I still need to look at those Tesla levels, but I will in a second here. So $2.40. Congratulations, well done. Tesla. Tesla is down 50 cents. That's it. Tesla. I'm gonna look at the 4 hour here first. You can kind of see that we have a problem here already. Yup, that's where it's coming from. So if I look at the 4 hour here, the first level you can see already on Tesla is right there, right? So we can honestly just call this level like 256. Alrighty, so this goes all the way back to July of this year, right? So you had a bit of a double top, a triple top, whatever you want to call this, right? So you can see that Tesla struggled at this level quite a few times. And if you can break above that, then you're looking for like 266, 265. So anywhere in this range is what you're looking for. Alrighty. It found the bridge. It found something. Um, yeah. So there you go. So that's your next resistance for Tesla. So if Tesla can find a way to break above 256 and close above 256, right, and then boom skis, let's go for 260, right? So I can drop a few more lines here for you. Drop a few more lines there for you, and then you can look for something like that. Alrighty. If that's what you were looking for Tesla. I'll post that for you in Discord too, so you have it in the options. Shamir, that was you asking, right? I'll just tag you. Uh, there we go. Sounds good, Rob. Perfect. Perfect. Mark, NVIDIA. Oh yeah. Let's go. Crypto. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully you took some gains out of this thing because again, so we said this morning, right? The reason why we want to pay attention to this stuff is, and this is the playbook, right? This is the split playbook. So when a company announces a split, you do not touch it. You do not touch it. Right? Someone sent me a DM the other day saying, "Hey, like Mullen is doing a split tomorrow. Should I go? Should I average down?" I'm like, no, absolutely not. Right? When a company says they're going to do a split, unless splits are a theme in the market, which that's the only time you buy a stock before it splits. If it's not a theme in the market, you do not touch it ever, ever, ever. You wait for the company to do the split, right? And you do not buy the stock until it has momentum, because when it has momentum, it can move quick, right? So again, if it's gonna crash after the split, let it crash. Just like Mullen. Mullen went to the abyss, right? So don't be like, oh my goodness, I'm a superstar, rock star hero. I'm gonna buy it because it's dipping. Don't do that, please. You will end up under the bridge. So if the stock does a split and it wants to crash, let it keep crashing. If it doesn't have momentum, don't touch it. Only play with the stock when it has momentum. That's so much easier for you to make money. Or unless it's been consolidating at that level for like a few days. Alrighty. So in this case, again, these guys did a split this morning and it had momentum right away. Right away, this thing had momentum. So some really good scalps on this if you played with it. So congratulations, crypto. Right. But again, these are no catalyst rallies, especially on a low float split. It's going to be all over the place. So scalps and get out. Scalps and get outs, please and thank you. Alrighty. And then obviously the king, NVIDIA. NVIDIA was just chilling there waiting for those rate cuts, I feel like, Mark. Nvidia is up, like Mark said, another 2.3% today. So that looks really nice. This might actually find a way to keep the markets from going to the abyss, right? Uh, Tons of overhead resistance, Yogi. Yeah. There goes Nvidia, new highs of the day. So patience has been rewarded on this one, and hopefully this Nvidia can keep the markets and push the markets back to all-time highs. That looks nice. That looks very, very nice. There you go. Let me see what the 4 hour looks like on Nvidia actually. I think this level might be a little bit higher. I'm not sure why that line is there, but yeah. Uh, what is that? 24? 24. Perfect. Not today, Spy. Weakness. Weakness. Even Nvidia can keep it up. What's OCTO doing here? So OCTO's bouncing up the 200, guys. So that $3.80 is holding. Needs to be pumped. Makes yes. So it is holding up the 200 EMA. That was a good test actually, because we got to the 200 EMA and then immediately we had a golden candle. So that was actually quite nice. It's like a double whammy. Yeah, 10 a.m. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes. The S&P should have some news. Yeah, home sales. Yeah, I feel like that thing is gonna slap the markets, Troy. Slap the markets. So Octo is bouncing back again. Let's see what happens. Maybe again the third time that we get back to $4.40. If we get to $4.40, if we break below this 200 at 280 and close below, yeah, you might as well just visit the abyss before the stock gets there. Alrighty. So now we're feeling against the VWAP and the 50 EMA, which when you're below the VWAP, you can use that level as resistance on the way back up. Alrighty, so let's see what happens there. It looks like FRGT is looking for double bottom right off the 200. So $2.20 is your next support. MLGO is also, I mean, everything is just holding the 200 EMA this morning. Do you guys see why we like the 200 EMA, guys? You guys see why? Right? Three random stocks all holding the 200. Why? I don't know why. Anyways, so again, MLGO is bouncing off the 200s. FRGT is kind of bouncing off the 200s. Octo is bounced off the 200s, right? So sometimes we just have these lines on here not because just because they should be there, and because it might give you a potential entry. MSGM is hitting session highs there, it seems. Session highs. Yeah. Let me pull up the S&P here, guys. Let's see what the reaction is to the news. And looks like a double bottom bounce, and then that next resistance coming up at 571.85 ish. 571.70. Come on, give us new highs of the day here. Can we get a fat squeeze candle already? Just for Joe, and having a break. Be back in a bit. Okay, sounds good, Grim. See you soon. Octo is going boom. Oh my goodness, guys, look at Octo. Octo just said, "Hey guys, remember me? I am back." Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. Sheesh. That thing is equal. That thing is crashing equally as quickly, though, right? You sold too quickly. I mean, honestly, with a candle like that, you almost had to sell really quickly. You know what's interesting is that candle still closed below resistance. The good thing is that the good thing here is that it's nice, like it's easy for it to come back up. The only obstacle is that we're still closing below resistance, right? So we need to close these candles above 440 and get back above 450 and then cook to $5 on Octo. Yes. The curse applies. Yep. On ATCH. Hopefully you're not playing with that thing. Because again, there's no reason why you should be playing with this thing, right? It initially bounced off the 200 just like everything is, right? 200 bounce. But when you're coming back for the second time, the 200 is not a level to be getting a double bottom from. Not the best. And it's below the 9 and trending down. So clearly, right? So that's not something to be playing with. The S&P is still just sitting there, Joe. Weakness, yeah. Ayo, PJ. Ayo, ayo. Yeah, Octo does look like it wants to do some nice things, doesn't it? Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. I would really appreciate that. Um, Again, take a second, smash a like. It's free, right? So hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet, what are you waiting for? Click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot and come join us in Discord. Ready? So click the link, come join us. Cool, 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 cool. Octo. Come on, Spy. Give us the breakout. Give us the break. I want to see boomskis today, Joe. Nothing less. New all-time highs. But the only thing that thing wants to do is give us double tops now. Weakness. Jericho, exactly. Exactly. Right at resistance. I prefer when a stock is testing resistance a lot more obviously than when it's testing support. Because it doesn't take very much to break to the downside and everybody panics. And then come on. So look at this though, right? FRGT. This is what I mean, right? So again, it's one thing to test the 200 once. It's another thing to be testing the 200 the second time. I don't like that, right? I would rather a stock find support or double bottom at a random level in a demand zone on its own, just not where the 200 is sitting at, because that's usually a problem. That's a pretty beautiful bounce though, right? On OCTO, pretty nice bounce, right? 200 demand zone, golden candle. Ooh, wee, beautiful. Straight to the supply zone. Now we just need to break out and close above and then send it. Here we go. Here we go. $4.40. See, all you guys know why this stock popped? Can somebody tell me in the chat why the stock popped, guys? Don't worry, I tell you. It's because Grim left the chat. As soon as he left, that stock went boomskis. What did we say? Grim went to bed. Exactly, Ryan. As soon as he left, the stock said, "Oh yeah, Mr. Australia's gone now." Boomskis! Look at the size of that candle. My goodness, sheesh, unbelievable. Grim is only allowed to make monies, in free markets. I'm kidding, by the way. So yeah, we need to break and close above this stupid resistance and then push back above. uh PJ, exactly. See, you are the good luck charm, I'm kidding. Uh DJT is still doing really well. So for Cajun, how green are you on those calls you have? How green are you on those calls? Because you should be very happy now. You should be very, very happy. Should be very happy. DJT. Lewis, well done. Exactly, Jay. Exactly. So again, as you can see, though, like there's a lot of resistance up here. At this point, honestly, instead of looking for like 440, we just need to break above because again, you can see that like if I drop a line at 440, so let me do that. Let me drop a line at 440, okay? So that level we've been waiting for, that thing is still struggling there, isn't it? Yes, we are getting candles that like break above, right? But we're really not consolidating above it, right? And as we know, it's one thing to break above resistance, it's another thing to stay above resistance, right? So the fact that we keep failing at this level is a problem. So uh, we need to break above at some point and close above, or simply just close above 450 and go from there. Yeah. I mean, if you have a whole bunch, you're almost on free monies now, Cajun, right? So if you have enough, I would be taking at least half of those monies. So there goes another fail. The S&P is slowly getting closer to that previous high of the day. So there it is. SPY just made new highs of the day. Can it stay above though? Or is it just going to be a double top? Joe's like double top, double top, double top, double top, double top. Yep, exactly, Rob. So as close to 30 cents as possible. I'm sure we've missed it already though. What is that, 32? You probably will get a second retest of that level. OCTO just got slapped back to the 200 again. Woof! My goodness. Sheesh. Agreed. Uh, Perfect. Is that thing? Okay, there we go. Looks like it's bouncing off the 200 again, though, doesn't it? Exactly, sender. Exactly. Exactly. So there goes spy. I spy. Demand zone. Yeah, that's looking more and more like a double top for the S&P. More and more like a double top, Joe. Let's see. VSME hitting highs of the open. Let's go, Dazed. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're clearly still trending down on this thing, Dazed, right? Like I said, I maybe would be waiting for a second retest at 32 cents, but be very careful that, again, it's trending down. So on a name like this, don't let that thing go below 32 cents, because if it does, then it's 30 cents. Below 30 cents, you might as well throw it in the garbage, because that's where it belongs. Luna is popping. Yeah, that's a nice push actually for Luna. Luna was beautiful, like $45. Sheesh. If I go a little bit lower there, Yeah, I think we say $4 to $5 because it was a retest. Yeah, right up to 200. And then there was a nice double bottom at $3.30. Sheesh. Remember that crazy run on Luna from $2 all the way to $13, and then they, you guys know the rest, right? The damn thing tipped on the moon or whatever happened. Like, yeah. Mm, yeah, Azum. Yeah, something to keep watching for sure. For sure, though, as long as that 200 is holding, there's still hope. So again, we don't like it retesting that 200 multiple times, but for now it looks like it's holding. So a 200 in a demand zone, nice, right? So stay above $3.80, and we're okay. $3.80. Uh, while we are watching ELAB, I haven't looked at ELAB today. I have not looked at ELAB today. I don't know why you guys are watching this. I would guess that the only reason you're watching this is because it's a penny stock, and it kind of fits the theme of the week, which has been for the most part penny stocks. So, and it's finding a bit of consolidation at like 950 to 10 cents. So 950 to 10 cents seems to be the base for now, and that was a pretty quick nasty drop. So maybe people are expecting a bit of a dead cat bounce. Other than that, yeah, nothing else. we there's no we in this. So look, TNON looks really good there. Ryan, maybe you're not gonna be holding garbage all day today. I'm kidding, not kidding. Right, that was actually a really good like breakout on the left hand side and a retest and then new highs of the day. So when it comes to technicals, stuff like this is beautiful, beautiful, right? Breakout, retest, boom skis. So that looks really nice. I know, Ryan. I know. So that looks really, 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 really good. Tinan. Tinans. There goes new highs. What's the pre-market? Okay, no, that's it's making pre-market highs. Yeah, pre-market highs. So that last resistance was $5.40. So highs of the day. Hopefully you have a really good entry though, Ryan. OCTO kind of looks a bit weak now, doesn't it? Kind of looks weak. It's losing some momentum, but it's still holding that 200 and 380. So let's see if it stays above it. If it stays above that, then that's completely a okay. A okay. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, it looks like the S&P is double topping, isn't it? Double tops for SPY. You can blame Joe for this, guys. You can blame Joe. La 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 la. Mm-hmm. You shorted ES? Okay, good short. There goes the drop. Oh, there it goes. Spy's like, I don't like double tops. Anyways, yeah, TNON is still looking really good for you, Ryan. Alrighty, so congratulations. Just make sure you don't let that thing go back to the abyss, please. But that does look really good for you, right? So, so that's a really nice looking chart, actually. uh, yep. ST. The S&P just said, excuse me. So Weakness still though. There's a bit of a wedge, little wedge. That's another thing about the the algo will point out stuff for you just in case you're not thinking about it, right? So in this case, we do have. I'm just gonna follow that, and then SPY. So if we break below that, then Joe is gonna be celebrating those that short position, celebrating the short position. Weakness, weakness. Looks like it's about to break down there though. OCTO is back to $4. Well, I mean, kind of. There goes TNON still cooking, Ryan. Cooking. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Cooking, cooking. S&P bouncing, yeah, still holding that stupid little uptrend there. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Rocket Labs, maybe because of Luna. Because of the Luna. So it looks like, yeah, the S&P is just following this little trend that it's formed, right? So bottom one, bottom two, bottom three. It still looks really weak, because there are a lot of wicks at the top there, right? A lot of wickies at the top. But yeah, we'll see what that thing eventually ends up doing there. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Weakness. I think so. Your grammar is weakness. Oh my goodness, Spy. Spy's coming for you, Joe. Coming for you and Troy. Do-do-do-do-do. Anything else? Nope. Everything just kind of seems to be going, except for TNON. Just in $100 billion asset manager says Solana has the potential to reach 50% of Ethereum's market cap. Solana. Visa to help banks test tokenized assets in smart contracts. Interesting. Crypto's here to stay, huh? 570 puts on SPY. Hopefully, we eat. Let's go, Crypto Yo-Yo. 570 puts. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you're just gonna need the S&P not to break out, right? As long as you stay below that double top, you should be okay. But now we are. You have some 571s. Everybody needs the S&P to drop. Drop SPY. So again, as long as SPY fails to break out and close above that double top, then you're fine. The only thing that's holding you back is this silly little uptrend here. But looks like it's about to break below now, though, and then send it to the abyss. Send it to the abyss. Here it comes. Here it comes. Dan is short ES. NVIDIA is also leveling out. Ryan, did you take profits in TNON or you're just holding for now? OCTO still looks okay because it's holding that 200, guys. Pyro, good morning. And KAPR, nice little bounce, holding the 200 as well. And then that 1650 was ultimately a major resistance for LASE, so nothing happened. But yeah, let's see what happens with this candle here on the S&P. Let's go. Come join us in Discord, Crypto Yo-Yo. Come join us. There we go. We're closing below now, so it's time to get slapped, SPY. Stop loss. Okay, sounds good. Calls. Okay. uh, that's funny. I'm just reading some of your comments in the options channel. Doo- They most likely do, Rum. Most likely. Uh, for 24 hours. Here we go. There we go. AMD, yes. Troy, yes, yes. Weakness. Was looking at it at this morning. Will take SPY profits and join. Let's go. Octo's a beast. Yeah, again, as long as Octo stays above that 200 and that demand zone, there's always hope. Always hope. Yeah, here comes the S&P, guys. So obviously, when you look at the S&P this morning, it's been bouncing off the 200 EMA, right? So the ultimate guide here would be breaking below the 200. There goes weakness. Weakness. SPY says weakness, guys. Weakness, weakness, weakness. Ooh, weakness. So let's see if we can break, if we can close below the 200 though, because it seems to be bouncing off the 200 every time. So like right around this range, right? So like right around this range, we seem to be bouncing. So um, let's see what happens there. Alrighty. If we break below that range and close below, and then I think you have your direction for the day. See. There we go. Spy is like Spy is just following the range today, guys. Right? Spy is just following the range today. Uh, there we go. What a beauty, Joe. What a beauty. Oh yeah, AMD. I still need to look at AMD. Oh look, Jericho, are you in a position? What's your ultimate question here? What is your ultimate question? Exactly. TNON. The TNON just hit highs of the day for you, or it did a few candles ago, Ryan. It did a few candles ago. Yeah. Okay. So the S&P is holding the bottom of the range there. Let me look at AMD. Long at 158, looking for an exit. AMD looks nice, doesn't it? Ooh, 158. Looking for. Okay, this is the daily chart. That daily chart looks really nice, though, doesn't it? It kind of looks like we are approaching the like a potential double top there at 62. 62. So not too far away for AMD, right? But I'm gonna have to switch to a different time frame here to look at this for you. Yeah, you can kind of see that it's stalling already here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is why again we look at that major time frame and then we come back to a smaller time frame to see if it's T-rexing. And in this case, it kind of looks like it's T-rexing. So if I were you in that same position, I'd be watching and hoping for 160 to hold. And if it doesn't, then maybe I'd be thinking like, okay, you know what? Or you can just take profits here, Jericho. Like if you've hit that goal and you're happy, but again, resistance anyways, right? Funny enough, again, we are looking at that resistance on a daily time frame, but by the time we come into the 3 minute time frame, is the same resistance, right? So let's see if it stays above 160 for you, though. The S&P is like, excuse me, guys, excuse me, I'm coming back down. Weakness. So I'm sure again that doesn't help the S&P anyways. Crude oil in 5 minutes. There it goes. Bye. Weakness. Weakness for SPY. So let's see again if it bounces off the same bottom here. Yeah. Double your daily goal. Come on, Jericho. Let's go. Well done. Congratulations. Right. So if you've hit your daily goal already, and then make sure for sure you have a stop loss, especially if it's at resistance, please. River, good morning. Hey yo. Hey yo, hey yo. Double the daily goal. Mm, okay. So LASE is still dropping there, not really consolidating. TNON looks like it broke below the 20. Yeah. And then Octo is still holding up really well. My goodness. Right? So as long as Octo stays above that 200, we can be okay with it. SBC, what's SBC? SBC. Uh I might call it a night already, like Grim. Let's go, Jericho. It is late for you guys. So it would be, perfect to call it a night, especially when you've doubled your daily goal. So high five, well done. And keep slowly progressing, right? Congratulations. Have a good night. Stay green, not greedy, right? Let's go. Daily go hit on Tina. Now let's go, Octo. Let's go. Yeah, Octo's really trying to bounce. Really, really trying, really trying. The S&P is holding up the bottom of the range, so again the S&P is just range bound for now, up and down, up and down, up and down. So not a major surprise here. Maybe I should drop like an actual line. Yeah, what did I just do? It wants to go to $5. TNON retesting, holding. Yup. Uh, did you actually buy 490 calls? Or 590 calls is what you bought, or what? Oh my days. Oh my days. Spy wants to break down, doesn't it? Spy wants to break down. Good thing you took that money, by the way, Jericho, because the S&P is not helping AMD. Not helping. And then OCTO is just chilling here. Just chilling. For Tesla Friday. Okay. For two, almost at 800 if they hit. Nice. Kind of feel like you should get it. OCTO. So the S&P is still holding the bottom of the range, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Something cook, Ryan. Something cook. Everything just wants to go sideways. My goodness. Uh, Come on. You like the way it looks? Yeah, me too. Me too. Uh, Yellow. Any recent yellow candles in MLGO? MLGO. No. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if I'd consider that anything good though. That's not a major run. All that does is point out that you have resistance right below the VWAP. So, um, do you have a position squeeze? So I think if you have a position, you just need to make sure that it stays about 23.50, and then break about 25.50, and then Christmas. Okay, back to Octo. Octo, $4.20. Look at the last two times we've been to this level here, just recently, right? All failing at 420 for some reason. $4.20. There we go, 425, and right back below. Chaos. Yeah, very important, Ryan. Like these names are all scams, right? So the longer you sit in there, the more you prolong. Like, uh, yeah. What's Spy doing here still? Come on, Spy. Is that level been? Yeah, it's been kind of the same level since like late pre-market. Late pre-market. Yeah. Other than the S&P, I don't think. Well, I mean, okay, AMD and some other names, but all these stocks, all these smaller float stocks with micro caps, all of them scams. So yeah, try not to get NSAT, please. Hmm. Very nice, Alan. Here we go again, Octo. If you're still holding Octo, type in yes in the chat. Type in yes if you're still holding Octo. Ryan is still holding. Bunny's still holding because they're criminals. Criminals. Nah, nah, nah. It hit your stop. What did you have it at, Chris? On Octo, what did you have your stop loss at? On the 3 minute, Jonathan? Yes. On any time frame you look at, that only focuses on today. Yes. Yes. 440. Okay, $4.40. Okay, Octo is popping really nicely now. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, very nice. Starbucks. There we go. Yeah, so the S&P does have a bit of a double bottom still at the bottom there, Jonathan. Okay. And then Octo, be careful in that supply zone up there, guys. Let's go, Raven. Come on. Let's go. Trend it. You met with the spy puts. Let's go, Raven. Let's go. Daily goal has been met, guys. Waiting for it to come back down to 200 and bounce back from there, Bunny. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah. Honestly, at this point, selling this thing in the supply zone is not a bad thing. Even if it breaks above, Bunny, you're happy you took those gains. Right? So congratulations. Ready? Well done, Raven. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, come on, come on. Please, Dan, don't go into stock general, please. Spy puts rock. Yes. Especially like Spy is very good with like double tops and double bottoms. Very good. So if you bought those puts at the top there, easy money is double top, right? Double top, right? And then back to the bottom of the range, money's made. So love it. Octo is still looking good, guys. We're slowly trending up, even though it's in the supply zone. That thing wants to cook. That thing wants to cook. Octo again. Any stock to me that's holding above the demand zone and the 200 EMA, you never count it out, right? It always has a chance. If this thing breaks below that level, then we can say, okay, you know what? Let's put it in the same garbage bin as AMC and Mullen. But now, though, it's always a chance. And the S&P is like, what about me? I wanna go too. Give me a chance. Like, yeah, of course, Spy. You have a chance. It's really interesting, actually. Very, very interesting. Joe's like, nope, I smell weakness. There we go, Octo. There we go. We're back to $4.40. So Shankar, I think you're back in the monies, right? Uh, when playing in the daily puts, no. No, you have to be watching like a hawk, like a hockey. There we go. Octo looking good still. There we go, Octo. Nice pop. Ooh, can we finally close above like 450, 440 this time, guys? Can we finally do it? Can we finally do it? Yes, we can. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Can we do it? Just close above resistance and let that thing cook, you know? Ryan, I can see a smile all the way from Canada, you know? Five calls and sold 1200% thinking about that month's yeah, crypto. Well, I guess we can close above resistance, guys. We're still playing with that same supply zone. My goodness. What's going on here, PJ? Sheesh. What's up with this red zone? Like what's going on? Whose grandma is sitting on this stock at this price? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. See, as soon as you say grandma, the stock is going up. Your grandma baking is worse than Mullen's ability to make EV vehicles. Huh? Take that. Unbelievable. Maybe Grim woke up. uh, unbelievable. Sheesh. Market makers and hedge funds. They need to go to bed, please. They need to go to bed because this is unacceptable. What's the S&P doing? Still in that? Still playing with the same range? Yeah. Come on, Spy. There we go. Okay. Still at $4.50 still. Well, ATCH, yeah, I saw that one posted in Discord there. Come on, Spy. Get back to the top of the range, please. No more games here. Wait, what? Mullen mixed vehicles? Uh, Mullen mix, yeah. Yeah. $5 coming. Well, if we can close about $4.50, Bunny, then the answer is. Anyways, right? If you go red, I will find you. By the way, I will find you and I will slap you. This is looking so much more promising, though, right? This is the first time we've actually had candles close above 440. Like, look to the left hand side here, right? Like, all of these candles are sus, and then all of a sudden, these candles are actually trying. As soon as I say it, they're like, "Oh no, 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 no! Don't say that! Don't say that!" Well, let's see where this candle closes, though. There's about 30 seconds left on it, so in 30 seconds, it needs to get his butt back above $4.40. You hear that? Get back above $4.40. Useless stock. There we go. Better. There we go. See, now someone is keeping it above 440. Come on now. There we go. When are we gonna halt up, guys? Bring me my helicopter. Ish. So that last candle eventually closed above 440 as well. So brand new candle now. So let's see what this one does. Right? Spy is still in that same stupid range then. Hola, yo soy Dora. Have you seen the S&P? Come on, get back above 440. If they find a way to close that candle in the next 30 seconds above, I think they're going to pop it. Let's go, Will. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please, and thank you. I would really appreciate that. Take a second, smash a like, it's free. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Come join us. Alrighty? Uh, CNEY. Well, I guess we're back above. Someone's playing games with us now. Get the oil. What are we doing here? Looks like we've created a nice little downtrend for the S&P here, huh? I don't want to make my charts too messy, but so if you go from the top to the bottom with the right, it looks like the S&P is just forming another trend line there. But again, at the end of the day, there's still it's still in the same range. So yeah, still in the same range. NNDM, Nano Dimension to acquire Mark Forged. That sounds sus. The S&P does look like it's ready to flush, though, doesn't it? It looks like it's ready to be sent to the dark realm. The dark realm, along with OCTO, if it doesn't behave here soon, right? So again, red zone, red zone, red zone, red zone. So the red zone, it's never an area for you to be buying at, right? It's more of a level for you to manage your trade. So the dark realm. So I mean, I guess the only two names we're paying attention to now, OCTO and the S&P. I like it. I like it. Well, I mean, so the other one that's kind of cooking here is CNEY. There's a nice demand zone here for FRGT. I just don't like that it's red. But I mean, anybody that likes to catch the bottoms, right? CNEY, I think is pumping. OCTO is still fighting again to the upside here. Might flush it for a loss war. I don't know. That ELAB, I don't know what you guys saw on that thing, but yeah, as long as it stays above that 10 cents, 950, you might have a chance. You might have a chance. SPY is fighting for its life, Joe. Fighting for its life here. Ish. MLGO. Hmm. Oh, oh. The end is near, SPY. SPY is ready to die. Ready to die. Na, na, na. SPY's like, nope, not yet. Not yet. I'm still holding the bottom of the range. Still holding the bottom of the range. It does look like it's about to get slapped though. That's a lot of weakness. Yeah, look at that. Not for long. If that thing breaks above here though, Troy, you might get a fat green candle. Like a fat scammy green candle, but a fat one nonetheless. Um, yeah, and then there goes Octo, still playing with like $4.40, and for some reason it's still having a hard time. Sheesh. Nitro, yeah, it's just sitting there. AMD looks okay there. TNON, nothing. FRGT still holding that demand. Uh, Biggest inflow on IBIT in a while. Ooh, September 24th, IBIT. Everybody wants some IBIT monies. They want their dead cat back. uh, they are eating the cats and the dogs. Oh, SPY. Oh, oh. It's now or never, SPY. It's the low today is 570.85. Okay. Oh, we're 10 cents away from that. Less 5 cents. 5 cents, SPY. It's now or never. You bounce or you die. 5 cents. It's about to be less. Nope. Right back up. The S&P is fighting for its life, guys. Fighting, Troy. It's like, please, please, please don't let me die. Please, Joe. Please. MSGM. Please don't let me die. uh, and there it is. New lows of the day for the S&P. Ooh wee, Janks, are you in the SPY shorts? You are, aren't you? You are, aren't you? Ooh wee. New lows of the day for the S&P. You know what's crazy is like we're out here celebrating like the fall of the S&P, and SPY's down 40 cents. 40 cents, guys. 40 cents. Oh my days. Oh my, 40 cents. 50 cents now. In 2 seconds, that thing goes up 40 cents. Uh, my goodness, there goes new low. So we broke below the bottom of the range. So yes, sir. Let's go. Make monies, Jacks. Make monies, please. So again, top of the range and broke below the bottom of the range. We might go back up and retest that bottom of the range though. Like we might do something like this, and if it fails and comes back down, it's done, done for the day. So if we go back up and retest and it doesn't break out, then it's done. So the reason I say that is like it's really common for it to get like liquidity below the range, but then when it goes back up, if there's not enough volume, then it's officially dead. So look at that. Look at that. Right. That's exactly what they're doing there. So they're going back up to retest it because that's a pretty nice little green candle up there, even though the candle still shows red. Right. It got back above 571. So let's see what happens. The retest of the retest of that range always comes, always, every single time, right? Especially on a day like today where there's not a catalyst and it's range bound, it always goes back for that retest. So then the question is, does it fail or does it get back above and back into the range? In this case, that thing said, get me back into the range, please. So, but let's see where this candle ends up closing at though. Yeah, MLGO with a really good bounce, Sean. And Guy Araba, yeah, really good bounce. And then OCTO is still just playing with that supply zone. Still just playing, but yeah, good bounce on MLGO. Uh, Falling more than anywhere else in Texas. Why? Like, why houses so much cheaper in Texas? Anybody know? Texas once America's hottest housing market. Now home prices have fallen more than anywhere else. Why? Why is Texas like that? And how come all of you guys are not moving to Texas? Huh, Jax? Uh, nice, good monies. Uh, that's investor sentiment for not extreme greed though. You're in Texas, Queen. Labor is cheaper. There's a lot of land and you do Azul. Okay, okay. Hmm. Depending on the election, you moved to Texas in 2005. Okay, it's really hot in the summer too. Okay, for the winter, I know, right, Nitro? Sheesh. Canadian winter is coming, guys. It's about to be hell. Well, okay, opposite. The North Pole. That's what happens there, Sky. Then you guys could just move to Arizona instead. Um, you have calls now. You got the liquidity. PJ, where do you live? Yeah, minus 40. Can't believe people decided to live in a place that goes to minus 40. I cannot believe that. Okay, South Carolina. Hmm. Okay, back to Octo here. This thing just feels like eventually it's kind of forming a cup and handle now too, though, isn't it? It just kind of feels like it's only a matter of time before we see boom skis and we're thrusting, you know. So we're about to break above that supply zone again. My goodness, how long? How many times do we have to test it? How many times, Azul? Yeah, right. It's the only thing that looks promising. Like it's the only thing. There we go. There we go. 444, guys. It's a lucky number. I think so. Hot and hotter. Semi hell and maximum hell. There goes $4.50. Ooh, come on, break it. Ooh. What's the okay? No, never mind. That high is still quite a lot higher. Ooh, here we go, guys. If you're still holding Octo, type in yes in the chat. If you're still holding Octo, type in yes in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. You know what's stupid about the stock is that like it goes up really nicely and you're like, ooh, let's go. And then all of a sudden, like 2 seconds later, it comes back into the same range. You know? But again, this is the only thing that's looked a bit promising today, right? It just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. So usually when a stock does that, it's a good thing. It really is testing all the patience. Yeah, it really is testing the patience. Alex, hopefully you're not in at $4.60. Hopefully you didn't just buy this thing at 460. Because if you did, you need to come join us in Discord right away, Alex. Immediately. Uh, it spikes up and it sells, Samuel. Yeah. There goes 470, guys. Ooh wee. Here we go. 480. 480. There we go. So that previous high was $4.86. So that's the level we need to get above now. So at this point, again, if you're happy with your gains, take your gains. If you want to move your stop loss up, you should be doing that. And then the S&P is still in that range. Jax, did you sell your short position? I'm pretty sure you did. Pretty sure you did. Let's see if we can get back above the view app here. We might just, I mean, look at that though, right? We were kind of joking about it earlier that the S&P was only down 40 cents. It's only down 3 cents now, right? Like we're grasping for, market crash straws because that thing is not going down very much, right? And there goes the S&P is back to green for the day. Sheesh. Yes, yes. Mm. At least we broke above that supply zone there, right, guys? At least we did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray! You're done for the day. Did you make your daily goal? Like your green for the day? Daily goal met? We did it. We did it. We did it. So what I would be hoping for in this thing now though is to stay above 440 and 450, right? The level that we initially had as the ceiling, hopefully that becomes like the floor now. That would be nice. Keep in mind though, again, this thing is up 85% on a day that we can't really get anything to go boom skis. So for now though, this looks good, right? So this is the first time today that we've actually held above that stupid resistance. And here we go again, 480. Yeah, we go 3 times your daily go. Monies. Monies. Can I get a high five? High five. Well done. Yeah. Yeah, you almost have to just keep scalping it, Yang. I mean, you're not wrong. At least we would like to hope, at least we would like to think so. You know, 85% is like, this is, Dan doesn't even wake up for 85%. This is like child's play. Unbelievable. We can start having a conversation once we're above 100%, right? Right, guys? Right, exactly. Exactly. There we go. 475. Come on. Kind of looks like we're stalling, doesn't it? The stock is all over the place again. Make sure you have a clear plan for this stock, please. Right? Whether that's taking profit, scaling out, moving your stop loss up, because this thing moves quick. This is not one of those stocks where you're like, oh, I'm just gonna sit back and make a decision. Why? Because I feel so pretty. Oh my god, I'm just gonna wait. You can't really do that because when this thing moves, it will undress you. Um, yeah, maybe once we get above $5, we can start thrusting on this thing. So the quicker it gets above $5, the better. Oh my god, Ryan, I feel so pretty today, so I'm just gonna diamond hand. Oh my god, there we go, 478. Uh oh, It's a lot of stalling. It's a lot of stalling. That's a lot of resistance. Well, at least we're holding above 450 though. The daily says $8. Uh, well, the 1 minute says we need to get back above 480. So and stay above 440. So I wouldn't be overly concerned about $8 when we can barely get above $5. So yeah, let's see what happens. The S&P is still at the bottom of the range. Not a whole lot happening. TNON looks like it's finally curling off the 200 there, so that's good. And MLGO, meh, 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 meh. I know, right? I saw that this morning, Joshua. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Great breakfast: Belgian waffle with cinnamon, apples, eggs, egg white omelette with ham, cheese, and onion. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Dan. You can always count that Dan is having amazing breakfast wherever he is. You can always count it in. Let's go, Dan. Oh, and too rangy. Uh, there we go. Okay, back to Octonaut. Uh, so yeah, the S&P just like if you're playing with yeah. Only concern is you buy those same expirations and then they just destroy it, right? Or we go back to test the top of the range, right? If we break below the bottom of the range, yes. Happy? Yes. If we break below 571. If not, no. Today's our 13th anniversary. So you cook today? Oh, let's go, Dan. Let's go. Dan finally made breakfast, guys. Look at Spy go up a little bit there. Congratulations, Dan. Congratulations. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Is it coming back to life? Yeah, again, like I said earlier, right? It's a beautiful demand zone there, Richard. So as long as it stays above 195, that's okay. Alrighty? As long as it stays above. OCTO looks like it maybe wants to come back and retest. What a silly stonk. RZLV, new highs of the day. Let's go. With love, and you all are amazing, an amazing part of it. Let's go, Dan. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lots and lots of love. Yeah, the S&P keeps failing at the view app though. So maybe keep failing at the view app there. So for anybody that's always asking, like, what's the view app for? Like, what do you use it for? You can just use it for resistance and support, right? Support and resistance for the view apps. 25%. Raven is just scalping like this quick 10, 20, 25% gains on SPY and, taking the monies and moving on. Beautiful, Raven. uh, we keep failing at the view apps there. View apps. Close to 64 dB. It's about time. Correction soon for the market. I think at some point before the elections, we're gonna get a nice little drop. You know, like a 5% drop or something like that, or whatever, like a 2% rent day. I think we're gonna get a correction at some point. But with that rate cut that the Fed has done, it's clearly given the market exactly what it wanted. So unless we get some horrible news or just again a well-needed correction before the election, I think 2025 is when we will see blood in the market. Like 2025, when all of this crazy rubbish is done, we've had multiple cuts already, so it's not a new thing. Elections are done, so no one's propping the market, so no one else looks good. I think then we're really gonna start getting to the chaos, right? I think 2025 is when we will see the blood, or maybe after elections. Maybe this year instead of Santa rally, uh, we're gonna get uh, the Grinch or Bigfoot or something. Until data tomorrow morning. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, GDP. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what it looks like we want to do today, right? Even the one time that we went below, we came right back into the range. So yeah. So 2025, it's gonna be the year of blood, isn't it? Well, I mean, probably not. Probably not. We're gonna go down 10% and then recover, and then end the year up 10%. You know, because that's what the markets do. Lower highs. Yes. AMD is on the left hand side, and then AMD had that double top of the daily. That's the daily for AMD. So yeah, yes, yes. So AMD has that nice little double top there. Maybe tomorrow there will be a movement. Oh, I see that. SPY is just sitting there, feeling below. And again, we like what OCTO is doing, right? This is exactly what a stock is supposed to do, right? This is exactly what a stock is supposed to do, right? You struggle at resistance, you break above resistance, you come back and test it, you do not go below resistance, you go right back up, right? So that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Yeah, there we go. We're back to 470 again. The only question now is, can we break above 480, guys, and shoot for $5? Can we do it? Can we do it? So last few crashes have come after a 75 point cut. Tinfoil had on put the roaring emoji with la, la, la. Notes on, and then signaling a crash. Okay. Yeah. No, I think we've had a ridiculous run this year on the S&P though. My goodness, like look at this. The S&P is up 21% year to date. Has there ever been a year where the S&P has gone up 21%? I don't know. Like I haven't looked at that. I'm sure someone in the chat knows though. Right? Like we've had 15% quite a few times. 10% is the usual, 12%. Um, you know, right? But 21% for the S&P is pretty impressive. You know, 21%. So there goes the S&P. It's creeping back up again. Why? Because it's in a stupid range. No, 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 no. My first in the holiday season is going to be my first in the market. The obvious market pushes during Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Xmas. No, so the most common one would be. I mean, I guess what you can think of is so. September, October are usually like horrible months. So what we should be looking at is this instead. So, uh, market, election, uh, uh, election cycle. Presidential election. Okay, there we go. So and then images, right? So we can look at something like this instead for the market, and then we should be able to tell. I know exactly what I'm looking for, but I don't quite see it yet. Actually, I might have one saved on the computer. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, maybe this one. This is just a general one. This one doesn't include the election, and and honestly, like it makes a difference when you're looking at like the election and whatnot. But September is usually like usually a horrible month. But clearly this month is not horrible, right? October of like last year was it last year? Or was it the year before? Because I know we've been pumping for a damn long time. Anyways, that was when we hit the bottom and then we went on this crazy run that was still going on, right? So crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, October of last year, the market was like in the abyss and hitting the bottoms. And then this year we're let me pull up a different one, guys, because I don't think this is. Anyways, I'll leave you guys with a little like image of the village, and then let's move on. Uh, so this is from 1928 to 2018. Okay, well that doesn't kind of that chart is a little bit horrible. 2008 though, that's a bit old, isn't it? 2015. Mm. Some of these charts require me to have knowledge of like. Interesting. Yeah, I don't quite see the one that I'm looking for, the one that I like. October looks like a bit of a on some of these charts, right? October. Look at all these drops into the election, though. Huh? That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, it almost seems like there's almost always a drop, regardless of what's happening. There's almost always a drop, like into the actual election, like October. Yeah, I think this year might be a little bit different because we did a rate cut before election. So then the market said, "Oh yeah, thank you very much for giving me what I want." But usually September, October, horrible. And then as soon as October ends, Christmas, Santa Claus rally. So and that would be the more common thing to look at. You said Yang, you said it was your first, yeah. So the Santa Claus rally, I'm sure you've heard of it. That's the more common thing. Anything else? I just wanted to see if there was a bit of a pattern with the other ones. But yeah, the S&P is failing at the VWAP, right? That little red line at the top of these candles, we can't seem to break above it. Maybe we need to buy some puts, like as soon as this month ends, we need to buy some like puts that expire like after, like right into elections or something. At least as like a hedge. So I would like for the S&P to get to like 580, so then I can buy some puts. I think that would be like my ideal, like pump it, pump it, pump it, just a little bit more, just a little bit more, and then give me puts, and then go from there. OCTO came back to retest again. It seems. Joe, yeah, that would be nice if it aligns with like all of this, right? Because it seems like we get some pretty nasty drops in October here. But you never know. We might just end September with blood and then continue in October. next week. Next week, you think we get 580 next week? 580 next week. Yeah, I'll post this chart in Discord so we don't forget. Uh, for now, yeah. Honestly, yeah, Nitro, who knows with these crazy, crazy stonks. 568 is what you're looking for. Yeah, that seems to be the bottom of the range for my earlier this week. Earlier this week, what's OCTO doing? OCTO just looks like it's coming back to retest the bottom there. So again, as long as the stock stays above that 200, we will always give it hope. Hope. Are you buying any long dated puts, Joe, or you're just looking for like short term stuff? Ooh, spy. Weakness, spy. Weakness. I know, right? Again, it is holding that bottom, so that's a good thing, but short term for now. Okay. Spy weakness. Weakness. You have puts going into next year. Okay. Bet you those puts are expensive. Expensive. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna wait for now, and then once we hit 580, then I'll look for puts and see what the chain looks like, and then maybe that gives me all the way to next year, or like end of the year or something like that. And and we're back into the range again for the S&P. So clearly that thing is MLGO. I got them a long time ago, very cheap. Which ones did you buy, WZ? Or when it dropped in August, you should have sold those things. So that was a pretty nice drop. AMD is creeping back up again. Creeping back up, AMD. Oh, did OCTO just get slapped? It did. It did. Here comes the retest, more like a slap to the abyss. So this is what I meant earlier, right? It's going to be pretty hard to control this thing or to make a decision when it's dropping. So you have to make a decision before the chaos happens, right? So let's see where these candles end up closing, because if we start closing below the 200, then you have a problem. Oof, that thing is getting slapped hard. So it needs to find a way to close above $4.10. $4.10. And SPY is back in the range again. Yeah, if you're holding like zero DTE, like options, you almost need to be like what exactly what Raven is doing, in and out, because those things are just going like it's such a small range too, isn't it? But like Joe said, it's still forming lower highs, right? And it's not really breaking above anything, so it looks a lot weaker than it looks like it wants to go up. More weakness than anything else. And there goes Octo at 410. 410. You're in at $1.60? Okay. GXAI. $1.60. Okay, good. At least you're not holding this thing from the gates of hell. Why did it drop like that today? Did that thing hit new all-time lows? Yeah, it did. Hmm. $1.60. Feel like, yeah, the volume isn't amazing. It's 82,000 shares. There's not like you're hoping that you're hoping on a name like this, you're hoping that it's hit 52-week lows and it can pop, right? So I would probably, if I was in the same position, I just put a stop loss at $1.49. Friday after 1:30 or so. For now, yeah. Doing lunchtime crypto. Yep. It also depends like if you're green or red on those puts, right? If you're green on those puts, if you're green on those puts, then I would just maybe just put a stop loss instead of just closing them out together in case we get slapped. And back to chop, exactly, Dan. That's exactly what it's doing. It is showing a lot more weakness than it is strength, but unless that becomes a double bottom, and we go to the highs of the day again. So yeah, I didn't. Yeah, let's go crypto yo-yo. Welcome. Just make sure you sign up for the right level, okay? So Discord, community, legend, or goats. Those are the only three levels that give you access. And then just go to the options cooking lab. The options people will be cooking with you in there. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. They don't want it closing below. Yeah, they keep fighting. There goes GXAI though. You're up almost 10 cents there. The spread is crazy, but let's go crypto. Let's go. Let's go. Frank says Shiba Inu. uh, yeah, it's been a while since Shiba. Let's go, Laura. Yeah, yeah. The options channel has been amazing. Lots of education, lots of help, which is amazing. Joe, don't text and drive. Uh, uh, VSME, edible, S1A, edible. I'm a professional. I am a professional. Calendar. The S&P just seems to be playing games then. And then Octo kind of looks like it's done, doesn't it? One, two, three. Okay. Joe, too funny. Too funny. Octo looks like it's yeah, that thing looks like it gave us all it wanted to give, huh? Are we at the lows of the day yet? Not quite yet. So 380 is still that low of the day, right? So 380. That might be like your last line in the sand, $3.80. But again, if you took profits, congratulations. If you had a stop loss, good job, right? If you diamond hand, congratulations, you played yourself. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Right? So again, these stocks are all scams, every single one of them. All these momentum stocks, scam this, scam that, right? So put a stop loss, take profits on the way up. Don't just sit there and watch it, right? Uh, hey yo, Pablo, everything gone already? Uh, gas station sushi. 2 minutes to flush with the S&P. 2 minutes. Looks like MLGO is going back for 28 cents. 27 at least. Gas station sushi. Rocket Labs. Yeah, I mean, at least Bitcoin isn't horrible today. Tesh, at least it's not horrible. AMD's done really well, really, really well. Beautiful test, 132 demand zone, all the way to 162 double top, highs of the day. So I wonder if it's time for some AMD puts. Well, not if the market's going to keep pumping though, because AMD is going to destroy that level. But if AMD stalls there, blood. And Pablo, very nice, very very nice. Pablo's ready to move, guys. Ready to move to another country. NVIDIA T-Rex. Yeah. If the S&P drops right now, everything is gonna get slapped. AMD, NVIDIA, especially after these massive runs. Oh, SPY looks like it's time. Looks like it's time for some violence, SPY. Gas station sushi. Uh, Yeah. Weakness, weakness, weakness. Spy so close to the lows of the day, but not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. Again, don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. And if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot and come join us in Discord. Alrighty? Exactly, Dan. Exactly. Let's see. Another 33% on those puts. Let's go, Raven. Yeah, Raven is just taking quick monies, playing the range but selling really quickly. Especially when you're playing with with same day expiration. Yeah. Yeah, that's really weird then. I'm not sure what's happening there. Yeah, I don't know. The, hmm. Try your phone, Dan. See if it works. Try your phone, Dan. See if that works. Yeah, scalpies 18% on spy puts. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Double daily goal, guys. Double daily goal. Let's go, Raven. Congratulations and thank you. Woof. Raven is cooking, 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 cooking. Raven, thank you very much. Love the trend, by the way. Love it. Love it. Love it. Mm, BGLC announces entry into. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, they're slacking, Dan. That's what they're doing. TNON is really bouncing off that support. Nice $5 support for TNON. Ryan, your favorite stock of the day. Nice retest, nice bounce. And what's the S&P doing? Weakness still, weakness. After we go to 580, please. 580. LM FRGT. Uh, Last time we checked, it was still holding $2, and it still is. So, yep. If that thing would just break above 220, I think you'd be in a good spot. So for now, it's failing against the 200 EMA LM. Important to stop losses though, right, Ryan? Or just locking in your gains. So because that thing's lost almost $1 from the highs, right? Lock in those gains or put a stop loss. Otherwise, you end up going to the abyss. You know. Mm, ATGL. It's been a long time since we heard about that name. A whole bunch of rando stocks that are just pumping now. Beats is another one. Just random pops. Hello, Viral. How are you? ATGL. No, that's a China name. Not a China name, India name. There's another one that's not from India. Yeah, this one. Is it halted up? Oh wow, it just halted up. Sheesh. Okay, halted up just like that. Again, the volume is sus. Like it's 42,000 shares in a supply zone. So I guess we'll see what happens when it unhalts. And OCTO is fighting for its life here. So is the S&P. So is the S&P. Viral Media Tube. Let's go. Let's go. AMD still looking okay, isn't it? So that's the daily on the 3 minute. It looks like we're just hitting against that 162, but it is creating some nice higher lows though. I said way too much trading. Dan, I agree. I agree. Agreed, agreed. I agree. Standing desk. Octo just okay, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Pretty dang close to hitting new lows of the day though. Crypto? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, just be careful though. The volume is super light. Super light, but that was a nice little run up. Nice little run up. Yeah, let's give it a few minutes and then let it on hold. And then we can hop off and go back to Discord. Alrighty? Then we can go back to Discord. The S&P is back above 571. Sheesh, what a rangy day. What a rangy day. There's something around 11:30. No, that's just people prepping into lunchtime, Samuel. Yeah, that's just prepping into lunchtime, right? So 30 minutes into lunchtime, people generally want to start selling those stocks and getting ready for lunch. There goes AMD. New highs of the day for AMD. AMD is cooking. My goodness, cooking. The same thing with like the last 30 minutes into the close. Sometimes people just, if a stock has been bumping all day, the last 30 minutes before the market closes, people tend to like make the decisions instead of waiting for the very, very end. The very, very end. So it looks like now we're finding a nice little another base for the S&P up the bottom there. There it goes. Right, we're about to go retest that view app again. Na, 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 na. There we go. Friday at 3:30 for from options exercised. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Okay. Do, do, do. Hmm. Do. Oh yeah, that thing unhalted and it didn't even do anything. That's the problem there, crypto, right? Is like it's halting in a supply zone that's right below resistance. I never like when stocks do that. Never like when stocks do that. For Amazon, do you have a position in Amazon? Amazing. And do you have a position? I just want to look. Just want to look at Amazon on the daily here really quickly. You can just kind of see how people rotate these launch caps, right? From Amazon to NVIDIA to this to Apple, right? Amazon has had a good few nice looking daily chart. Can you please tell me how to average down without going to wash sale? What are you averaging down? So like you can average down without selling the position and you're fine, right? Andre, what's your position? Let me know. I'll take a look. What are you averaging down in? I'm about to tell you like uh, the reason I'm asking is because like if you're telling me you want to average down in some stupid scam stock, there's no reason to even talk about it. But if you're asking about like like an Amazon and something else, then okay, we can talk about it. But I just want to shut it down before we 197 call, but you're trying to get out 197. Sheesh. Yeah, you bought those calls. Like you're buying calls, Andre, after a major run like this. That's a bit of a problem, right? Let me look at the 4 hour chart here. Yeah, you're buying. Look at that, right? If you bought, you should not be. Look at that. Look at that. You can already see the resistance right there. So again, these are 4 hour candles, and over the last 3 days, Amazon cannot get above 194. Right? 3 days of stalling there. There's no reason for you to be buying those calls on Amazon at all, right? That's the 4 hour time frame. If I look at the hourly, is the exact same rubbish, right? Amazon has a lot of resistance right there. So you're seeing resistance. When did I hope you didn't buy those calls today because you most likely bought them like either today or yesterday, right? And those calls are not looking too hot. And Amazon is clearly failing. Again, when you see resistance like that, you want to be looking for puts, right? Not calls. In a supply zone, resistance, don't do that. So now for your position, let me look at a 15-minute maybe here. Like it all looks the same, right? Like you can look at any time frame you want, and it's obvious that Amazon has a lot of resistance right there. You know, so um, like how red are you on those calls? Like are you down 10%? And when did they expire? Let me know. Crypto, yeah, $20, Martin. Save then again. So if you're averaging down on Tesla, what's your position for Tesla if you're averaging down when Tesla has been pumping for like the whole week now? Also, why are you averaging down? Like, you know what's crazy is people tend to average, and I get these DMs all the time. Like people asking me like when Tesla is at like 200, nobody wants to average down. But then like when Tesla goes to 250, everybody sends me a DM like, okay, can I average down now? I'm like, okay, why would you do that? It expires on Friday. That's a tough position to be in. If I were you, I would honestly just watch 192. If we went below 192, I would just close that position. That's what I would do, right? So if they expire on Thursday and on Friday, you're in a tough position now because they're 2 days away, right? And the longer this thing sits here, the more those things get destroyed. So I'd be watching 192. Yeah. So as long as you average down in Tesla and then sold, but it showed me watch sell, that's because you sold the position, right? If you're gonna average down, then you cannot sell that position. I think within 30 days, maybe something like that, because then it counts as so you cannot if you average down You have to wait 30 days. Let me know if I'm correct, if I'm getting anything wrong in the chat, guys. Alrighty. If you sell that thing before 30 days, then yes, it counts as a wash sale. Um, save. Na, 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 na. Did you average down and sell for profit still safe? Or like what happened? Yeah, next time you're gonna buy again, Andre. I'm not sure if you're in Discord, right? But this is why we have the options channel, right? This is why we have the options channel. Use the options channel to your advantage, please, 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 right? If you simply went into the options channel and say, "Hey guys, I'm looking for some Amazon calls. Like, what do you guys think?" Um, that would have been a no go, right? So take advantage of like the help you have instead of just doing it on your own, right? Because again, anybody looking at this chart, which I don't know if you did though, right? Anybody looking at this chart, you can clearly tell that Amazon has hit resistance, right? So unless it broke out, you don't touch that thing, right? The last time Amazon broke out was hitting that resistance at 188, and then broke out and then went to 190, 194, right? So if you're gonna do something, I mean, like again, the supply zone is right there. There's red staring at you in the face. So that's not a spot to be buying calls that expire in 1 week, right? You can buy calls that expire in a week for Amazon if it's breaking out, right? But if it's not, no go, absolutely not. This one right now, DRock. This is called Pastel Sunshine by Harris Heller. No notes, no go. Please do not enter most of the time, especially after a major run like this. So you could have saved some monies there. Could have saved some money. Spy's about to die. Yeah, Spy looks like it's on the verge. Yeah, that VWAP has become such a major resistance for this thing, right? Resistance, 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 resistance. VWAPs. Right. So I'm gonna clean up these actually because that VWAP has been a nice little base there. Spy says you shall not pass. So at some point, if the S&P can get back above the VWAP, then maybe. But for now, yeah. It showed profit in your account. Okay, that's good. That's good. It just counts as a wash sale. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe your rules are different than Save. But the good thing is you made money though. It's always good when you make money, even if you have to, you know, even if it's a wash sale, you made monies. Right? I think for most people, like the one benefit of like a wash sale for the most part is so they can so those losses can still count and they can still write off like losses, right? If you made monies anyways, then you're happy. You're happy. Anyways, let me know if you have any last questions, guys, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord. Alrighty. Let me know if you have any last questions. That we can go back. The S&P is they're just playing there. Na, You're welcome, Crypto Yo-Yo. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, let's go. Come on, Raven. 3x daily, another 45%. Come on. Let's go. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it, Raven. Congratulations. That's amazing. Let's go. Another put, another drop. Beautiful, Raven. Raven is cooking with these spy puts, especially when it's in a range like this. Raven is just playing the range from the top to the bottom, top to the bottom. See, that's a really good thing to do actually, Raven, is when it picks a direction like that, just you know, go against when it pops to like unknown resistance. So like if we're treading down and every time we pop to like a resistance level, you just get those puts again, right? So and then but it just keeps trending down. So very nice, Raven. Very, very nice. Thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's go, let's go. Love the trend. Love the trend. Yes. Monies on spy puts. Monies. That's pretty impressive, Martin. Pretty impressive. Even though we haven't really paid a whole bunch of attention to this one, it's done really well. Right? It seems to be stalling now though at 1220, but it's done really well since yesterday. Done really, really well. The S&P is about to tap new lows of the day here. Where's Joe? One more, and then you're gonna run out of monies. That's good though. We can end the day on a high note. Woof! Spy just got slapped to new lows of the day. Sheesh. Oh, funny. Let's go, Joe. Let's go. Let's go. T1, and T2. Yeah, money settled in a day, and then you come back tomorrow and you cook again. Yep, exactly. No, I'm happy they finally did that. So now there's no reason for anybody to be having three trades in the margin account. Like, oh, I only have 3 day trades left, 1 day trades left. I have to hold it. No, that's unacceptable. You're better off splitting your money into 2 cents than having PDT at this point. Alrighty, guys. We're gonna leave it here for the day. Alrighty. We're gonna continue in Discord. Gail, see you in Discord. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Be safe. Much love. Thank you all very much for the support. Again, smash a like if you haven't already. It was such a to exactly, Dan, exactly. Ted, see you in Discord. Thank you, PJ. Dan, much love. See you in Discord. Congratulations, Martin. Later. Alrighty. Joe, see you in Discord. Much love, everybody. Be safe. Bye bye, Troy. Regina, later. Let's go. Yeah, smash a like before you go, guys. Hit that subscribe. And if you want to become a member, come join us. Keep your wives close and your money's closer. Sheesh. Make sure your wife doesn't hear that, Joe. Otherwise, straight to jail. Raven, thank you very much. Congratulations today. Much love. See you Discord. See you in Discord. Jay, see you in Discord. Yeah, don't give the gains back, please. Especially this week. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.